girls. Hey, boys, quickly let us settle down. So today afternoon, we are privileged to have in our company and visiting with us for part of the celebrations for the Africa Public Service Week. We have with us the Nairobi County Woman Representative and other members from her office to join us in these celebrations. So please let us welcome her with our warmest clap. And so we shall quickly settle. Those who are still talking, please allow us to do for our students. And the head teacher is not here, but I've received his apologies. I am here representing the CS, Geoffrey Ruku of Public Service and Human Capital. In celebration of the Africa Public Service Week, which is basically to recognize the work that the government does in the area of public service, like Huduma Center, for instance, is one of the places, NYS is another. So for public service, what the ministry does in Huduma Center is to process your birth certificate, process all your documentations, your IDs. It's a place where you can go and get all the services that you need from your government. So in recognition of this week, the CS and the PS decided that they're going to buy sanitary towels for the girls. We've had a bit of a delay because of budget and reallocation of where the sanitary towels are going to be purchased from education to gender. We've had a bit of a delay, so we're really grateful as GAF that the ministry has decided to buy sanitary towels. So every girl in the school will end up with one packet, and then we're encouraging the school to keep a few of the boxes. Please keep a few of the boxes in the office. So if the girls end up getting their menstruation and they haven't come prepared, you can actually go to the office and get one. But we're hoping in the next 2 months to be able to supply what we need to supply to the various schools. Of course, we have a shortage because we haven't got enough money. And we're hoping that we will end up with a lot of money so we can buy for all the girls in schools, whether you're in a public school, a private school, or a community-based school, right? So it's something that the government is working on, right? We're in the week where we're discussing the budgets and the finance bill, and we know what happened in the last finance bill. We had a bit of a problem. The Gen Zs rose and said, no, we don't want this, we don't want that, and it became very, very sad. We lost a lot of young lives, and we don't want a repeat of that. A government has a hard task of trying to raise money to be able to serve its citizens. And unfortunately or fortunately, our population has grown very, very drastically. And because of the high population growth, we are faced with more needs for our people. Like for now, we're only giving public schools primary for sanitary towels. We want to make sure that even secondary get it. And now our PS and our CS, when they were choosing the schools, they chose Komarock Mixed Secondary School so that we could give you the sanitary towels. Now, for my boys, I want 5 boys to come here. 5 boys to come here. 5. All right. I've got 5 already. Start opening these packets for me. My boys are very good. My boys are going to help me distribute. Don't laugh, you're going to give them their boxes. Alright, my boys are going to help me distribute the sanitary towels to the front row. I don't want any pushing, any shoving. Right? The front row, just open them. Utakuwa na girlfriend in the future. Utakuwa na menstruation. Hakuna shame. Hiyo ndio itaweza when you reach the right age, that's how the girl will be able to get pregnant and get a baby. But I don't want my girls getting pregnant now. They have to soma. And when these boys tell you you're beautiful, tell them I know. So that you don't, the conversation ends there. Right? So my boys are distributing the sanitary towels. You know you can touch it. Haitakuuma. Iko sawa. Any more 5 more boys to come and help? You see my boys are very good. Open this one front there. Give my girls sanitary towels. Don't litter. Let me your plastic. Excuse me. Hello. Hello, hello. Go and pick up that back. We don't litter our school. We don't litter our school. Right? One packet. Give me the plastic bag. So I'm very, very proud of my boys. Huh? Boys. When you see, hello, hello. Can I have some quiet? Can we pick up that plastic bag? Put it in the box. I wanted you to stay on the line. Only if you've received, you go. So stay on the line. Boys, hello. Excuse me. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Boys, come here. Come here. Come this side. Come this side. Take a box. Go there and start from this corner. Once you've received, pass through here and go behind. Pass through here if you've received. Hello? You've received. Pass through here and go behind. If you've received your packet, pass through here and go behind. Alright? Give them from here. Okay? And then you pass through here and you go around. If you've received, pass through here. Okay? Get a box and give the girls. Yes? Okay. Alright, so just take them. Look this way because I want to see the pair from you. Jared, Marie. Now, can I have the boys? Can I have 5 girls? 5 girls, I need to distribute. Give me the boxes. One. Give the boys 1. The first one. is that? You have to grow up to be gentlemen. And gentlemen do not push. And these are girls who are giving them to you. So please, don't push. Alright? Learn how to behave in an orderly manner. Are we together? So we will distribute only if you stand properly. Okay? Alright, girls, continue. No pushing. Just the front row. And then the front row can pass it to the back row. Give the front row to pass it to the back. Hello, bring the picture. The front row to pass it to the back. Pass it to the back. Pass it to the back. Okay? Let's come here, stand and pass it to the back.
modern influences. Come so many everyone gonna come on aisle. Yes.
Boys and girls, please let us stand properly. Let us maintain our queues.
Yesterday, the CS of Public Service and Human Capital, as part of the CSR in anticipation of today's Africa Public Service Week, donated some sanitary towels and boxes for the girls and the boys to celebrate and to usher in the Public Service Week. So Komarock mixed, we've been held up in Waraka, and today they are all at KICC, so I came in here to deliver Komarock Secondary School allocation. Right, we're still waiting for sanitary towels to be purchased for the general schools, like we always do. There's been a bit of a delay, and we're hoping that in the next 2 months we'll be able to basically provide the sanitary towels to all our public schools primary. We hope that we'll have a bigger allocation of budget, but of course it depends on the resources, so that we can be able to give all girls in Kenya without discrimination, whether in a public school or private school, community-based or a faith-based school. Right? So that's still a challenge because we only cater for public schools as of now, and only primary, and now obviously junior secondary.
Someone might be willing to ask if this program is just a really county because of the generalist areas.
No, I think the problem of the public service ministry was in Nairobi for about 6 schools. It was part of their CSR. It's not their mandate to supply sanitary towels, but it was part of their CSR as they usher in the Public Service Week. And we really thank the CS for doing that. And we ask for many well-wishers to do that, because the budget that we have is not enough to service all the women, girls in our schools.
Maybe you can just leave a message to Kenyans in regards to this day.
Well, Public Service Week is happening at the KICC, and it's today and tomorrow. Please go to the KICC, understand what services the government has to offer you as citizens, and learn. Huduma Center will be there, and Huduma provides a lot of services. So if you go there, you'll be able to learn a lot more about the services that the government does, and you'll also be able to talk about the challenges that you have, and together we can improve public service for all. Because the government wants to serve everyone, and if there are areas that we're failing, we want to hear about it. But then there might be areas that you don't know, for instance, that you could go and sort out your health application at Huduma Center. There's so many services offered, and it continues to expand at the Huduma Centers, and you have a Huduma Center near you. So I think it's important that Kenyans participate in the Public Service Week.
Mwalimu.